welcome everyone to part 4 of Hades. Very excited to get back into this game and continue on where we left off into escape attempts number 4. And dive deeper into, well, deeper or climb higher.
I should go.
I think. And if I am correct,
I can talk you into fighting back this time.
Not a chance, boyo.
the game's going to ditch me off just a little bit before I had stopped the last time, which is pretty much unlocking the shield and looking at the trinkets.
Yeah, that one's pretty nice.
Got something new to try.
And we are back to where we were. So we're going to head back into Tartarus, attempt to escape, and just see what happens. Ready, everyone? Let's go.
All right, one more time.
Yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Things are okay down here over in Georgia, where we're getting ready to batten down for Hurricane Sally coming in. Shouldn't be too bad around our end, but it's a hurricane, who knows. Right here, this what looks to be a sword with flames is the god of war himself, Ares.
This one was bound to show up, I guess. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
You've got quite the fighting spirit in you there, I have to say. Most intriguing, and yet no surprise for someone born in hell itself. You come on out of there and tell me all about it. I'm a fellow student of death, you see.
So Ares has the boon of Doom, or Blade Whips. Doom is just delayed damage, pretty much your inevitable end. The one thing I mentioned in the last video was I greatly enjoyed the shield because it has this kind of Captain America boomerang shield special to it. It's fantastic for keeping enemies at distance and dealing with a lot of smaller enemies in a row because it can ricochet.
Here they come.
And then it can actually block damage itself. It's just a very versatile weapon, especially when you unlock more aspects of it. Let's go see what Athena has for us. Definitely showing off the beauty of this game in its quite endless replayability. Being able to pick it up, load things out, go straight into it. Yeah, in other news, as of recording this... Nope, just a second.
Your father Hades and my father Zeus have not communicated in some time, and Zeus refuses to explain. Something transpired between the two of them. Perhaps you know better than I.
Well, Zeus kind of did tell Hades to go to hell. Read up on your mythology, Athena. At least I think I'm right. I hope. Let's go with the Divine Dash. Makes me a little more impervious to damage, deals damage while I do this. And I can deflect those ranged projectiles. And now let's get some nectar. Yeah, as I was saying, as of recording this, my new equipment is on its way. It should be here at some point next week, which I will do an entire setup video for that.
Sweet.
I'm very excited for it because it's my first real investment in a powerful standalone PC. I'm just excited to get down to it because it's just gonna be it's just gonna allow me to do a lot more than I've been able to over the past few years. I've kind of always relied on my laptop for some stuff, and as we all know, the laptop isn't always the best way to go unless you're doing something portable. So this way I'll be able to do a lot more heavy work and not have to worry about overclocking or burning out my laptop or things like that. This is going to be really nice. I also get to redesign my office desk one more time. And this time it's the cleanest it's ever looked.
Gemstones.
So here we have gemstones. Gemstones are currency used for the house contractor to build up the repairs around the House of Hades, and some things that happen out here in the Underworld. Now, big question is, do I want to go to Athena for what is potentially a higher boon, or go to Poseidon? I'm going to go with Athena. She is my favorite. One of my favorites. Not that I choose favorites for each pantheon. Better with these guys than I did last time. And last time I did get by them, and I was able to make it to the Lorraine Hydra, so not exactly the worst thing. So I've already given one bottle of nectar to Achilles. Let's give some to the gods.
I'm indebted to you, goddess, for all that you and your side of the family have done for me.
Well, it simply isn't in my nature to allow such offerings to go unanswered, noble cousin. In turn, I wish for you to have this, with my compliments.
Lady Athena, thank you.
So each of the gods and goddesses also have their own keepsakes. Each one ensures that the first boon you get each run is from them, and then increases the chances of rarity or higher rarities of their boons when you enter them later to be increased by a certain percent, usually about 10% or so. So they're nice when you want to guarantee you get a certain run or a certain boon each run, but I recommend having them only for the first, only for TARTARUS. Otherwise, they're not exactly useful. They offer no other greater benefits.
Something back home.
Two more, and then we get to unlock the next tier on the Mirror of Night, or the Spear.
Perfect timing.
Hey, Sisyphus.
Hey, Prince, I heard you showed that Fury sister the what for. Is that the truth? Might explain why I've been left here to my own devices for a change.
I don't think she'll be out of commission for very long. She'd best find you mining that boulder, though at least you managed to catch a break for now. Be seeing you, Sisyphus.
Let's see. Let's take some darkness this time.
Good idea.
Cheers, mate.
I'm okay on health, and we'll gain a little bit. And maybe I can get some level of terror on here. Go into detail about every little thing about each of these characters. And by every little detail, I mean I will leave it up on the screen and you can pause it to read it if you want. Unless it's, you know, absolutely important. Otherwise, I don't want to take up your precious watch minutes by making you read a book. One thing I noticed back when I initially purchased this game was that for some of your save files you can actually enable it in God mode, and it is to simply play the story without any fear of having to worry about progression or, you know, like death or anything like that. Which I found interesting, but also kind of detracts from things. So let's upgrade our special, and let's go for the Daedalus Hammer. We can get some fun ones for his upgrades.
Ooh, must be the fountain chamber I commissioned back at home.
Yep, these are the fountain rooms, which are fantastic because it's free health.
That's a relief.
What do we got here?
Time to mix up my style.
So, the Bull Rush, which is the hold X attack, a wider dash strike, Let's go for a dashing wallop.
Daedalus power.
A place of calm and respite, whilst perhaps unimaginable in the underworld, occasionally is to be found, in fact.
And not a moment too soon.
Go for the Centaur Heart or Charon's Shop. At this point, I think Megara's coming up, so it's either guaranteed extra health or other random things. And let's go for guaranteed extra health. That will definitely be more useful.
That's good.
If you're asking how I know that, I've just played the game enough to know the usual points when Charon's Shop shows up. So, now, I think I'll notice here right before I go in, is that you'll see that the Titan Blood symbol is still there on the door. If I went back to it with the Stygian Blade, this would simply be darkness. And for each run, with each weapon, you can gain and obtain the initial floor's rewards per level. For this one, it's Titan Blood. For the next floor, it's a diamond. For the floor after that, it's ambrosia. And that is repeated for each weapon. And then if you beat the game, or at least beat the game at its current state, you will then unlock the Pact of Punishment, which then resets those rewards on higher difficulties. That is how you amass these kinds of resources and move on forward. While that may be a lot to go over right now, it's at least explaining that we won't always be getting Titan Blood from
Even
Meg.
if you manage to get past me, there's no getting out of Asphodel. You saw what it was like. You really want to go back there?
It's not a matter of want. The way out is there, in that direction, past the River of Flame.
You're more stubborn than your father. I never thought that such a thing was possible.
Now let's play the range game with Meg right here. Now we can just keep our distance. Deal some damage. Not have to worry too much. Fun and games until persistence arrives. At a point, usually after unlocking the Pact of Punishment or just some story events, you will be able to encounter Alecto and Persephone, the other sirens. And they each have their own certain fighting styles and other reskins of Megara. And they're quite fun because Alecto is pretty much sadistic, and Persephone has issues regarding just generally ill-tempered people. And this is a fun boss fight all in all, just how she's designed. Goodness, man. Too bad.
Seeing you around, man.
Vanquished.
Let's hold some sort of power, but for what?
Did you enjoy the stint in Tartarus?
Don't mind me, Father.
Let's go for Hydra just for a little bit of health regen. And we go straight on to Asphodel.
Good.
And let's get past the Hydra this time. Fingers crossed.
Made it to Asphodel.
Within the suffocating heat of Asphodel reside the vast majority of those who lived upon the earth and died. There they persist until the end of time.
Or until I crush their bones to dust.
Yeah, one way or the other. Come on. And then in other projects I'm currently working on, I just edited down 73 gigs worth of 4K footage for a future video I'm doing. And that is the heftiest video I've edited in a long time. And I was really able to chunk that down and can keep all the content, only 10% of the actual video, was time-lapsing. is, if you've seen my, or been near my Instagram any time lately, it is a model Gundam. I don't really have a massive hobby of building those.
I warned you.
But I find them fun to make, so I just went for it. Now here is an interesting positioning that I'm in here. I can either go to the left and get to Hermes, or I can go to the right and get to Eurydice. And we'll encounter Hermes later on, I know. So let's go to Eurydice and meet the lovely, I believe she's a nymph? At least her appearance appears nymph-esque.
Okay.
Hey, you must be the Hades kid. How's it going then, your royal majesty? Nice to meet you. I'm Eurydice. What brings a big, important guy like you up to a place like this?
Hi there. No need for formalities. I'm Zagreus. Just heading out on some official business, past the menacing bone Hydra. Don't mean to be rude, though I'm in a bit of a rush.
Well, don't you have your hands full, hun? I'll let you go. But there's one rule in my place, which is nobody leaves here empty-handed. You got that? So take your pick. My treat.
And this is why Eurydice is my favorite. Her treats are very helpful. The Ambrosian Light upgrades 2 random boons to the next rarity. Palm Porridge gives 4 random boons an extra level, which if you don't have 4, you can still upgrade up to 4 levels of just random boons. And then the Refreshing Nectar makes the next 3 ones I find have upgraded rarity. I usually go with the first 2, and that's what I'm going to do.
Freshly made.
So Curse of Pain and Divine Dash got upgraded. So Curse of Pain now deals more doom damage, and the Divine Dash deals more dash damage and can still reflect. So definitely one of my favorites. And later on in the game we will encounter Orpheus, and then we get to recount the tale of Orpheus and Eurydice. And for anyone that's seen Hades Town, you already know it. And there'll be one glorious day again when we can all go back to Broadway. Take care of them. It is nice that you are able to get your enemies out into the, the river of fire. They also burn, and they'll take damage as well. So thankfully they aren't immune to it. Unless they're Hydra heads, in that case they float. And Hydra heads can just go burn. Or Hydra heads, Medusa heads, sorry. Well, the Hydra heads can too, but they kind of live in the river of flame, so it's a bit of an interesting situation there. Can't really do that. More darkness. And can either go for Dionysus or the shop. Let's go for the shop.
Let's get out of here.
I don't think it's too early to get the final one before the... Yeah, this isn't the final shop. But we can get some gemstones. That'll be useful.
Here's the fee.
And let's get a... These are kind of like half palms of power. They upgrade a random boon. You don't really have a choice.
That boon got better.
Divine Dash. That's okay.
The searing flame and ashes of the river Phlegethon mean nothing to the ferryman Charon, who travels all the waters of the underworld bearing the dead, the damned, and all their fineries.
I do enjoy dead people's fineries.
And, Charon, what you gotta say?
Care to provide me any insight as to just what sort of hideous monstrosity awaits me over on the next infernal island, Charon, mate?
Perfect.
Not bad, huh?
Very succinct. Moving on, next boon will be from Ares. Ah. Yeah, we're gonna fight a giant magician.
That's a problem.
That was so fun. Thankfully, its projectiles can be reflected back at it, but as you see there, they will also petrify you, as every good Medusa head or Gorgon does in any RPG ever. Oh, the painful memories of the days of Castlevania. The Swamp Imitator, I'm fine with. it just lines up, I hit it comes back down, I hit it again. It's a Medusa head. I still have bad memories from you from Castlevania Symphony of the Night, or was it Harmony of Distance? Or Aria of Sorrow? Honestly, any Castlevania, really. Definitely use an attacking game, that'd be nice. Right, Medusa head taken care of. In the sky.
Until next time, gigantic organ head. In the name of Hades.
Let's see. Extra doom damage. Attacks inflict doom. I'll take it. And Athena. Let's see what the goddess of wisdom has for us after talking to the god of war. I'll take all the boons they can give me. I won't complain.
Rakers.
And having my attack deal doom. It's nice. Not exactly the boon I wanted, but hey, if I wanted my attack to deal more damage, this is one way to do it. Granted, if Athena pops up with one that increases my attack damage and doesn't have to inflict doom, I will take that way more priority. Beating things up like Captain America over here. Death Defiance got me on that one. Come on.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Well, that could have come at a more useful time. Athena is usually the only one that has any boons that replenish Death Defiance. Otherwise, you have to find items or other means of doing so. And I'll take it. It'll replenish more health, and I get one more chance.
Now what?
Palms of the shop, I'll go with the shop. Hopefully it has some food there, and I can take and replenish some health. Because now, this is the final shop before we get to the Hydra.
Charon's shop. Hit the spot.
Well, this is about as good as it can get before heading into this fight. And let's see, I want to check a few settings first. Alright, all good there. And to the Hydra we go.
Remember me?
Hopefully we can get past you this time. Please. Constantly smack you with the shield. Attack and deflecting stuff back at you. Alright. First round down. Onto the other heads. Hydra always says, cut off one head, two more will appear. Or in this case, you get it down to two-thirds of its health, 3 more appear, and you got down to 1/3, 6 more appear. Technically still doubling, but just in a slightly different way. Alright, on to round 2. that barrage. You kind of missed. Okay, round 2 for the extra heads. You're doing well. You haven't even lost our death defiance yet.
How many of these are there?
Hydra. You, me, and the shield. I'm gonna keep you at a distance. Just do this the entire time. You can call it being a coward, I call it strategy. Go for the actual kill. Got it. That is what I'm talking about.
Good, no more heads.
And these are diamonds. These are used to access and purchase more story-based accommodations, I'd say, from the house contractor. Definitely more important things, I'd say.
That victory of yours shall be short-lived.
What are you, the three fates?
All right. Well, before we head on to Elysium, I'm gonna call the episode right here. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. We're gonna be continuing on with escape attempt number 4 in the next part, going into Elysium and finding out more, and hopefully getting closer and closer to the surface. So thank you all for watching. If you don't mind, drop a like and subscribe to the channel for future content. Whether it's this game, Hades, I will get back to Darksiders Genesis once my new equipment gets in, because it'll be much easier to run it that way, and it will not be the laggy mess that it's been the past few episodes. And all will be well. So, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode, and take it easy, everyone.